Gold and silver traded range bound yesterday, failing to break beyond 3250 and failing to stay beyond 3200. The zone is getting critical for gold here, while silver has also struggled to break beyond 3260 70, and on the downside 32 3180 yet proven out to be a good support. So what to expect today? Are we looking forward to a breakout? And if yes, which direction it's gonna be? Are we looking forward to a bearish break here below 3200, below 3180, or the gold is gonna fly beyond 3250 here? What should be our strategy in order to profit trading gold and silver today? We are going to see with the help of charts and indicators. This is the first update for the day, and this is the only channel to give you 2 updates a day with detailed analysis and logical reasoning behind every level, behind every trade. Thus, subscribe, press the bell icon, do like, share, and comment. Join the free Telegram channel for live market updates and join the channel memberships here on YouTube to support the effort. Let's start first to look into gold, followed with silver. Watch till the end. First, let's have a look at the hourly charts of gold. You can find out this is how it has started. This was the rise. Very important point to note here is the lower highs. It is yet to break beyond the critical milestone, the critical number at 32, 50, 52, which is again going to be a critical number today as well, because that is the only level beyond which slight bullishness will be seen. And then too, even if it trades beyond 32, 50, 52, I'll not be treating this as a complete reversal as long as 3270 and 3285 levels, 88 levels are not taken. These are the levels which gold need to break in order to confirm a reversal, because beyond this 33 20 25, which is a gap filling, will be seen here. So till 3270, 3280, 85 is not taken, we have to be careful with the buys here, though it can show you a little rise. See, the stochastic here is bottom on the hourly charts. The MACD is trading with divergence and bearishness. We have to wait for this to converge, crossover in order to confirm a reversal. The RSI is also now starting to look upwards after a little drop. Coming to 2 hour, on the 2 hour charts, you can clearly see lower highs are seen, lower lows are seen. It is trying to trade bearish here. Now, first it has to break now beyond 32, 35, 32, 40 zone. That should be the first resistance zone, and then 32, 40, and then 32, 50. Three key levels here which gold need to break now. These are going to offer a maximum resistance for any upside move here. Right now, what is happening after a good fall, it is trying to recover a bit. Possibly it can try to hit the lower highs of the zone, that is 32 28 30. It might try to hit, and once it trades beyond 32 30 36 40, you can say that the bullishness will increase, and once it trades beyond 32 50 52, that is the time you can consider this for a reversal. Else you can also notice there is a slight gap left on the downside from yesterday, because yesterday it is opened with a gap up and continued to trade bullish. Now today again the same levels are going to remain important, that is a drop below 3200 is going to be something you should watch out for. A drop below 3200 will confirm further downside, then 3190 and 3184 85. If these levels are taken, you can say now gold is ready for a slide here, because see, rise, retracement, rise, and now it is starting to reverse. Once it breaks here, it is going to hit the bottom here. Stochastic at bottom here. The MACD has crossed over, trading with moderate bearishness as of now. The RSI is also trading with moderate bearishness. Coming to 3 hour, on the 3 hour chart, this is the third straight bearish candle, drops, sideways movement, and third straight bearish candle. Also, it has come towards the same zone from where we have seen couple of candles reversing, and hence this zone between 3200 to 3205 is getting critical for gold here on the downside. This is offering it a very good support here. Below 3200 is where slight bearishness should prevail here. If you see the stochastic, this is looking downwards, which is a slight bearish sign. The MACD is trying to converge, crossover for a sell. It is not yet crossed over. RSI is also trading with moderate bearishness. Coming to 4 hour, on the 4 hour charts also, it is very important. See, 3250, and I have mentioned this in my weekly review, in my daily review. 3250, 3270 is the zone it needs to break in order to confirm further rise. Then 3280 will be the next milestone, and 3288 90. So there are greater resistances available for gold on the upside. It has to break these levels in order to confirm an upside here, else it is still not showing signs of bullishness. Notice also after this greater drop, it is trading sideways, but at the same time one must notice it is also delivering higher lows here. Thus today 3200 will be very critical for gold to break below, because see, that will be the coming out of this squeeze. Right now it is a squeeze here. Once it comes out of this squeeze, it may show you a slide here, or if it breaks out on the upside, it is going to deliver a massive move here. So this is something you should keep a note of. If you see the stochastic, this is dropped. The MACD after the crossover is trading with moderate bullishness, but it is trying to converge. It is not yet showing a complete divergence here. However, it is still in green. It is not yet crossed over for sell. This is very, very important. The RSI is trading comfortable. Coming to daily, now see on the daily charts, the day started with lower highs and it has kept moving downwards. It has come down to the critical support zone here. And in fact, you can see this blue line here. This is the 50 period moving average, and that is why I say this zone till towards 3205 to 3200, 3198 is going to remain critical for gold on the downside. Once it breaches this, we can expect it to move all the way towards 3184, 85, and below this possibly we will look forward to a greater slide on the downside. As long as this zone is respected, notice what has happened here in gold. See, first of all, it is looking downwards like this. That is a bearish sign and it has to give you a breakout. See, red, green, red, green, red, green, and now a second consecutive red candle is forming here. However, I will still not treat this as bearish as long as 3205, 31,198 levels are not taken, only below which you can expect the bears to take over. Else what could happen? It could still reverse. Once it trades beyond 3230, you can initiate a buy, expect it to move towards 3240, 3250, and once 3250 is taken, sky is the limit on the upside. Stochastic rising here. The MACD is trading bearish, divergent, looking downwards. Signs are still bearish here. It is not yet crossing over. We have to wait for this to show signs of a crossover, because for this to happen or for the crossover to show up here, it requires a strong bullish candle for next couple of days, and then possibly we can see it hitting all the way towards 33, 24, 25 zone. Now see this, the RSI is trading comfortable. So now see how easily with the help of charts here we have arrived at the levels here live, and you can also develop the same perspective. And yes, if you couple this up with our tools and strategies, you can definitely increase your winning rate, increase your profitability rate. So you can be a part of my 33rd mentorship batch starting 2nd of June. Yes, it is very important to invest in your learning first. That is the only investment which can reap you profits throughout your life. Else, what most of us do is first invest, then lose in markets, and when markets take your money, then again you try to learn later. Do not commit the same mistake. Do not trap into this vicious cycle. First invest in learning and get the profits for life. You can also be part of my signal channel, but I only recommend first you should have a little learning such that you can also understand the psychology of signals. And yes, those who have already experienced this, you can be a part of Signals channel directly. For any of your queries, you can connect with me, write an email or ping me or telegram. The contact details are there in the channel and video description. And once you have the trades, once you have the know-how, it is a it is very, very important to have a safer place where you can execute the trades. It is very important to have a trustworthy broker where you can execute a trade which offers you a SAP-free account, the lowest spreads and no hidden charges. So that lowest spreads definitely saves you a lot of much of money here. And thus join the recommended and trusted broker. The link is there in the channel and video description. So looking at this, where you should buy. Ideally now I'll recommend you to buy at 3222 levels. Expect 3230 as the first target zone. Beyond 3230, it is 3032, it is 3240, and then 3250, 52. Every 100 pips, every $10, there is a little resistance here. Once it breaches 3250, 52, stay bullish. Stay bullish, it might deliver a breakout move here. Right now, the signs are not very much encouraging for the bulls out here, but still you have to keep a note of the levels here, and thus you can buy at 3222. But with a caution till towards 3250, 52, it is not yet to be treated bullish. On the downside, now I'll recommend a selling entry at 3203 levels. Expect 3198. Below 3198 is it's 3188.90, and if it breaches 3188.90, we will look forward to 3180. Once gold trades below 3180, it is going to show you a bigger slide. Once it trades below 3180, we can look forward to 3160, and once it trades below 3160, I think it is going to give you a bigger dump all the way towards 3140, 3120, and 3100 levels. Take your trades, take your positions accordingly. Let's move to silver. See, silver here on the hourly charts again on the upside, 3250, 3270 zone. I have shared earlier in the day as well, yesterday as well, in my weekly review as well. This is going to be the critical resistance zone. What has happened since then? It is strike the zone, then the drop, then the retracement, and it's again looking downwards. However, lower lows, lower highs. Now, if you see it is staying above 3240, that is the lower price. If you see it is staying above 3240, you can initiate a buy. Be careful at 3260, 70 zone, and if 3260, 3270 is taken, you can stay bullish for 33. 33.10. as the first target zone, 33.2025 at the second. But right now it is looking downwards. It is trying to suggest slight bearishness, and that is where I'll wait for now 3200 or $32 levels to be taken here on the downside. Once it trades below 32 is where the bears are waiting, and then specifically below 3180 is where it will turn bearish. See here, the stochastic has come to an oversold zone while the MACD is still trading with divergence, and it's still looking downwards, which is a slight bearish sign. And the RSI has dropped here as well, which is again a bearish sign. Coming to the 2-hour charts, here on the 2-hour charts, a flat top is seen. The flat top is at 3240. With that, we have seen increasing bearishness. Now it is trying to breach here on the downside, and once it slides below $32 levels, you can expect increasing bearishness here. You can see possibly silver hitting 3180, and if it trades below 3180, that is the point of time you can say now it is coming out of this sideways movement, and it is giving you a breakout, and then below that 3150, 3140 should be seen as the next targets. Stochastic has come here to an oversold zone. The MACD crossing over here, trading with divergence, is staying bearish. The RSI has dropped here, which is again a slight bearish sign. Coming to 3-hour, on the 3-hour chart, similar observation. See drop, then the sideways and increasing bearishness here. It has come down to the support levels, and if at all it trades above 3240 any point of time, that is the point of time you can say that now it is trying to reverse, else right now it is showing signs of bearishness. And see what it is doing, lower highs and lower lows, so possibility of a breakout exists here. And that is why I say if at all it trades below 32 and 3180, you can say now the bears are taking over, and we can look forward to a correction here. The stochastic at bottom, but as long as 3180 is not taken, $32 levels are not taken, you have to be careful with the sells. See, the stochastic is at bottom while the MACD is now crossing over for sell, and the RSI is looking downwards, which is a slight bearish sign. On the 4-hour, on the 4-hour charts, when you look at, see here also this flat top is very important. This suggests a stronger resistance here, and lower highs, lower lows are seen. So this is an expansion here, and once it comes out of this expansion zone, that is once silver trades below $32 levels, we can say now the bear should take over. Because see what's happening, you can see this rise retracement, but at the same time another point of view which I am looking here is higher lows. So higher lows, lower highs, this is a zone of consolidation, and that is why I say once it breaks out below 32 and 3180, you can say this is going to be, or this is going to deliver a massive move here. As long as 32 3180 is not taken, do not treat silver as bearish. Stochastic has dropped, the MACD again trying to cross over for sell, the RSI has dropped here. Coming to daily chart. Now on the daily charts, we can see the movement slightly skewed here on the downside. You can see this, and but very important point to note, a flat base or a flat bottom here. And this also indicates the support zone is very strong. It has to come out of this zone, because once it comes out of this zone, it is going to give you a water flow movement, uh, a waterfall here. But right now I can say it is struggling here. It is trading in range. Also notice, see this red, green, red, green. Now this is second consecutive red here, but also it is just showing lower highs and lower lows. So it can possible, because the preceding to preceding candle is a greener candle, and the last candle is a swing, current candle could be a greener one, and once it breaks out, it is going to deliver a massive move. So it has to now trade beyond 3250, 3270 in order to confirm the next move towards 3310 as the first target, 332025 as the next. And if these levels are taken, 3350 and 3370 levels should appear as the next target levels. Stochastic here is flat, the MACD is trading with moderate bearishness, the RSI is trading with moderate bearishness. So now considering this, first thing is where you should buy. Ideally, I will now recommend you to place a buy when you see the lower price above 3240. That is the only level above which we can expect slight bullishness. But even if it trades above 3240, what will happen? 3260, 3270 is what you should watch out for. Now that is the level, 3260 and 70 is what it needs to break. If at all silver trades beyond 3270, it is going to be treated as bullish. You can expect 3310 as the first target, 332025 as the next, and 3350, 3370 levels will appear. Beyond 3370, sky is the limit on the upside. On the downside, where you should sell, I will recommend you to sell now at $32 levels only when you see the higher price below 32. This price has to be below $32 levels in order to confirm further bearishness, and then to till 3180, because that is going to be a stronger support. Below 3180 is where the bears will be active. Below 3180 you can expect 3165, 3150 and 40 as the next targets. Below 3140 is where it is going to crash hard. It is going to move towards 31 directly. take your trades, take your positions accordingly. Have a nice profitable trading day ahead. Do like, share, subscribe, and comment. Join my mentorship batch, join my signals channel, reach out to me for your queries, join the free Telegram channel for live market updates, and join the channel memberships here on YouTube to support the effort. Thank you. See you again before the US session update. Do not miss to watch it. Have a great profitable trading day till then. Thank you.